really do. It's a very good connection. It's a very eternal soul cluster. I'm finding more and more people. Suzanne, I met her just through another gentleman that came on and did a show here to help us run our club, Robert Butwin. I'll always be thankful to him. And I told Suzanne, people never leave me. They just stay with me. We may have arguments and fights, but our eternal souls and our groups stay together. You know, from one Europe, from one galaxy or one universe to another, maybe sometimes even a planet. You know, but let me. I've got to give y'all some time. All right, I'm going to mute on Suzanne. She's all yours, and I want to know how old you are now. Anyway.
I don't say my age.
Anna, tell me what the weather is like in your area today.
I mean, it's kind of cloudy, kind of nice, kind of, I don't know, kind of cloudy, but not like on and off, not even very much rain, just kind of off. Well, the sun was kind of nice. I don't know. It was cold, but I was warm enough. You know, I was dressed well, so.
Okay. First thing I'm really struck by your desire to be well educated, to have beautiful surroundings, and to be involved in some way or another in the arts, whether it's attending artistic things or it's actually being an artist at some level. So it's very interesting because I think in a lot of ways you're asking yourself to work and do a type of work which doesn't allow you to be a complete person. And so you end up in this conflict of trying to be all things to all people, and then you end up feeling as if you have not served your higher purpose, your greater purpose, and your true spiritual potential. And then you feel a deep sense of depression because you don't feel as if you have the training in order to further your own agenda, which you believe is for the best. So I guess what I would like to ask you, and it's a very sort of deep question, if you could do anything in the world as far as your work, what would you choose?
Oh, God. Well, what I'm doing right now, I love. I love what I'm doing right now.
Okay, and that is?
What I'm doing right now.
Okay, so I'm just trying to figure out some way to using vibrational energy to get just a little bit more clarity so I can be a useful tool for you.
Mhm. Okay.
So can you without divulging obviously what you do, can you describe an average day in about 20 seconds at work?
I work and interact with a lot of people.
Okay.
I also work on the computer in my office.
Okay, that's good. What would you say was the most important tool you use in your workday?
No, my skills, my training skills. Yeah.
Your training skills.
My education.
Okay. That was one of the first things I said about you was the real focus to education. So
yes.
Okay, that was the very first thing I said. So I'm going to tell you something, and it's kind of at risk because I don't want to offend you, but I think that one of the things that you have is that you're really, really talented and you're really well educated, but you need to work in a different situation with people that really understand you. Your circumstances make you feel misunderstood, and it doesn't allow you to reach your full potential. So you're supposed to be operating at a much higher level. You're supposed to be much more successful. And you're with a group of people that don't really understand you, and you're not making the progress that you could be making. So with an open heart and an open mind, I want you to sit down and think about where would you choose to live and do your work. Because although you are doing your work, you're not rising up to your full potential.
Yeah, but first I have to correct this whole situation at this place and correct it. I can't leaving it like this. It has to be kind of resolved, and then I can leave, but not right now. It's easy to leave. Yeah, leave easy. That's not what I want. Easy. I like to have I know what I'm doing. So even if I'm not on a higher potential, I'm working through things that will take me to the higher potential. So I'm okay where I am right now. I accept that it's challenging.
I don't disagree with you. I agree with you. I think you're more than okay. Yeah. I really do. Okay?
Yeah, absolutely. I just find it very, very challenging at the moment, and I get very easily triggered, like, oh, now I have to show this person why I want this, and I have to say the right things, otherwise, and that's kind of my last resource that I have. I don't have that many resources left, to use. Like, how much more resources do you need from me? Like, I'm already explaining it all to you. Like, what else do you need me to do? And then I feel a little bit judged and, like you said, misunderstood, stuff like that. It's hard. It's hard for me to be in that kind of, environment. Very hard. But, I have to go through this. I have to go through it, and I will get it. I will get through it.
Yeah,
whatever the outcome. I can always leave if I don't like the outcome. That's okay, but at least I tried, If I don't like that outcome, and if they're going to put me in this dysfunctional unit, then I'm definitely not staying there, of course. Maybe that's what they want.
I think you're one of the most artistic, talented, well-educated individuals. So it's extremely temporary.
That's true.
This situation. This is one of the most extremely temporary situations.
Thank you.
I wish I could just reach through the line and put my hand on your shoulder and then rub some massage, some lavender oil into you and tell you, you know what, come October, this will be nothing more than a ghost of a memory.
Great. Yes, like the other memory that I had, like before this one. That was exactly like this, another ghost memory. Like so unimportant. But it was so important at the time because too many people are involved all the time. It's like, get out of here,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Can't somebody make a mistake and just, anyway.
We all make mistakes. It's part of the human experience.
Yeah, especially when we're hurt. And it's like inevitable. We get hurt and then you make an impulsive response, and then you're like, okay, I made a mistake. Can I go back now? And they're like, no, you have to stay here. And you're like, I can't stay here because this and this and this happened. I do not want to go there, period.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
tough.
Temporary. You breathe in lavender oil. And
yes,
then
I can smell it.
And you ignore this nonsense, honestly.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Give me a break. Can I? Yes, I need to ignore. Thank you. That's the right word, and I'm good at that.
Good.
I have done it in the past. Like if I don't like somebody, I just ignored that person, and it worked.
Shunning. Ignoring people is a form of shunning, and shunning works. It works.
Yes.
People don't like it, but they don't like it because it works. Because the silence that you give the person by not answering them they get to think their own thoughts, which are the most torturous, and that's why it works.
Okay, yes, exactly.
I made you laugh.
Exactly.
I made you laugh. So that's all I need to do is you needed to laugh. So you're good.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Sweet.
Oh no, you're really working too hard. You have not gotten enough good sleep, and you want to take and show these people that you can do it no matter what. And to me, I think, well, I'm really impressed, but I'm more concerned about how you feel about yourself while you go through this process, because it's just difficult.
Yeah.
So,
well,
but that's me.
Yeah, no, I feel okay about myself. I don't have a problem with myself. I'm just feeling, the judgment of other people, like, oh my God,
Mm-hmm.
I don't really care.
Emotional intelligence. We've got only about a minute and a half here, but Anna, remember to work on the your leadership skills and the emotional intelligence factors, because we have all these people around us that we are dealing more so with right now during these hard times. You know the sign of the time right now, and it's high level intelligence, and you're very artistic. So they're counting on you for your, components of emotional intelligence. So write down the 4 components: self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, and relationship management, because they want to use you in a management capacity for relationship management. So they expect you to self-manage social awareness of your relationships with everybody in your office. So they're looking at you for leadership potential. And, with you transferring around, just, I guess, look up the difference between entropy and empathy, ENTROPY, and empathy. But put on your emotional intelligence leadership hat, which you and I work together with, because we're talent smart. We're artistic, I love you so much, but please study a little bit at Harvard, because you're very high in leadership potential, and so they're looking to you for their principles in relationship management. So just look it up on Harvard Business School, okay? Just look at their model, and it'll help you. It'll help me. I need to study my leadership potential again, too, because, it's because you're a leader, and they expect good ranks of empathy. They're going to number your skills on other life forces in the office there because of your talent and your experience. And remember, they didn't give you enough credit because how empathic you really truly are, because your voice doesn't come across with a lot of empathy. And it's because you're educated in your left brain versus your right brain, because you're very artistic. So they're looking to you to organize, sort of self-manage the social awareness in the office. So you've heard the term, if you fix you, everything gets fixed around you. So look at your leadership potential in the emotional intelligence and just advance that, and it will advance everybody around you. And your company can reorganize around your career. You have to, it's almost like fix you and fix the whole company. Advance your career by your personal organization and emotional intelligence. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's
good. Because it does to me. I need to do the same thing. So you're mirroring me and probably everybody else out there. Unlike your leadership potential.
Am I going to go back to where am I going to go? Like, am I going to go to where I'm at, like temporary right now, or am I going to go back to the place where I want to go back to?
Well, they're looking at you for leadership, so be creative. It's not an either or answer for you, because it's you're so intelligent. You're growing through this emotional leadership cap you've put on for leadership.
Very true.
And it's important for your self-awareness, and your own self-management, because you have to rise to the next level. So it's all about raising your empathy. They're ranking everybody around you based on you, not the other way around. So you're the leader, and they know that emotionally.